In a visit promising symbolism and substance, U.S. President Barack Obama arrived in New Delhi Sunday with a pledge to take the U.S.-India relationship to a new level. Now, the president and Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi vowed to deepen ties on a range of issues, including climate change and civilian nuclear cooperation. VOA's Pande reports from the Indian capital.
It was a whirlwind day that began with President Obama and the First Lady receiving a warm welcome from Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who departed from protocol to greet the American leader on the New Delhi tarmac with a hug. A ceremonial welcome at the presidential palace, followed by a wreath laying at a memorial for Mahatma Gandhi before President Obama sat down for talks with Prime Minister Modi. The American leader's visit is meant to build on what White House officials have called regained momentum in the U.S.-India relationship. And on Sunday, President Obama announced progress in implementing a civilian nuclear deal both nations reached a decade ago, working through obstacles of who is liable in the case of a nuclear accident and how nuclear material will be tracked in India.
Today we achieved a breakthrough understanding on two issues that were holding up our ability to advance our civil nuclear cooperation, and we're committed to moving towards full implementation. And this is an important step that shows how we can work together to elevate our relationship.
The two leaders also pledged to work together to fight climate change through the phasing out of hydrofluorocarbons and the commitment to pursue a strong global agreement during the December United Nations summit in Paris. Prime Minister Modi said India is not under pressure from a deal the United States and China reached late last year to cut carbon emissions.
But there is pressure. When we think about the future generations and what kind of world we're going to give them, then there is pressure. Climate change itself is a huge pressure.
Climate change itself.
The press briefing ended with both leaders acknowledging the forging of a personal friendship. That rapport and chemistry was evident on Sunday as Prime Minister Modi reciprocated the personal tour he received of the Martin Luther King Memorial just 4 months earlier in Washington. Before facing the cameras, the leaders of the world's two largest democracies took a stroll alone through the garden and had conversation over tea. Pande, VOA News, New Delhi.